moments before the attack, where he can be seen climbing up the stairs. In the new CCTV footage, the attacker is seen going upstairs at 1:37 a.m. on January the 16th through the fire exit of the building where Saif Ali Khan and his family reside. Footage shows the suspect, with face covered with a red scarf, going upstairs without any shoes, possibly to avoid making any sound. Nearly an hour later, at 2:33 a.m., he's seen going downstairs in haste. This time, the attacker's face is not covered and he's also wearing shoes. Later that night, the attacker was spotted at the Bandra railway station. Sources tell India Today he took the first local on Thursday morning to go to Vasai Vihar in Palghar. The Mumbai Police has formed 20 teams to investigate the incident and nab the accused at the earliest. With Mustafa Sheikh, Bhavna Agarwal and Dipesh Tripathi in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, now the auto driver who took Saif Ali Khan to the hospital has spoken up. The auto driver recounts Saif's ride to the hospital. A bleeding Saif took that auto with his 6-year-old son Taimur. Listen in to the details. All right, so we're going to get you the reaction of the auto driver who, in the middle of the night at about 2:30, has taken Saif Ali Khan to the hospital. Saif was accompanied by his 8-year-old son Taimur. Listen in.
इस वक्त ऑटो ड्राइवर भजन सिंह जी हमारे साथ हैं। सैफ अली खान को हॉस्पिटल इस ऑटो रिक्शा में लेके गए थे। उस रात को क्या हुआ था भजन जी, अगर साहब बता पाए।
जी सर, मैं जैसे नाइट में गाड़ी चलाता हूँ तो मैं गलियों में भाड़े की तलाश में यानी अपने ग्राहक को ढूंढ रहा, ठीक है। कोई मिलता मेरे को हाथ देता कि रिक्शा रिक्शा रोको रोको रोको, तो गेट से भी आ जाती है। तो एक लेडीज सामने से भाग के आती है तो बोले फटाक से भैया जी उठन लो, फटाक से गेट पे गाड़ी लगाओ, इमरजेंसी है, किसी को घाव लगा है। घाव लगाने के बाद जैसे गेट पे जाता हूँ तो 2-4 लोग निकलते हैं रिक्शा खड़ा करा, तो देखता हूँ एक आदमी निकल रहा है, उसको खून से ब्लड से यानी कि पूरा वाइट
ब्लड से खून से भरा हुआ,
खून से भरा हुआ था। तो देखने के बाद तो देखते देखते फिर मेरे को भी थोड़ा वो लगा, अफसोस हुआ। मैंने अरे इसको ज्यादा जख्म लगा हुआ, तो मैंने फटाफट बैठाया उनको। बैठे वो तो एक बच्चा बैठा और एक और भी उनके साथ में कोई बैठा था। तकरीबन वही 3-3:45 बजे का टाइमिंग होगा सर। हाँ, और
उन्होंने बैठने के बाद क्या कहा आपसे?
तो मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है, वो बात करने लगे। फिर आपसी में वो बात कही है, बोले हॉस्पिटल ले लो। तो मैं तो सीधे ही ऐसे गलियों में घुसा दिया था हॉस्पिटल की तरफ। चाहे बाबा लगे, पहले बाबा लगता है, उसके बाद में राइट मारोगे हिल रोड पे अपना होली फैमिली लगता है, और अंदर फिर उसके बाद फिर लीलावती लगता है। तो फिर मैं यही पूछा मैंने, सर किधर जाएंगे? तो आपस में पहले बोले कि लीलावती जाएंगे या होली फैमिली जाएंगे। तो फिर उनसे जैसे बोले अपना सैफ अली खान बोले कि लीलावती चलो। उसके बाद में मैं एक कंफर्म करने के लिए फिर पूछा कि अगर लीलावती जाते तो सीधा जाते। तो मैंने कहा अंदर से लेके चलूंगा। तो फिर वो लीलावती गए। मैंने सर लीलावती, बोले हाँ लीलावती। फिर मैं गलियों से अपना बालाजी से लेफ्ट मारा, चप्पल रोड से सीधा निकाला। तो वे मेरे से इतना पूछे कितना टाइम लगेगा, मैंने सर बस यूटर्न मार के सामने गेट ही आ गया, लीलावती पहुंच ही चुके थे। हाँ,
और कोई बात कर रहे थे वो लोग जब ऑटो में बैठे थे?
और कोई ज्यादा कोई बात नहीं हुई।
जब आपने उनको ऐसा खून
गया तो वो खुद ही बोले कि फटाफट जैसा कि जो है उनको बुलाओ स्टाफ को, मैं सैफ अली खान हूँ। तब मुझे पता चला मैंने सैफ अली खान है। जब तक स्टेजर आया तो फिर इधर खसक के फिर मैं भी जैसा ये बैठी है मैडम, तो मैं भी ऐसा करके बैठ गया थोड़ा देखने को। मैंने स्टार कोई होता है तो आज मैं भी जरा देख लूँ, कोई बड़ा सेल्फी होता है। तो मैं भी ये सोचा, मेरे पास भी फोन था, एक सेल्फी ले लूँ। तो मैंने नहीं, ऐसा कोई आदमी का थोड़ा घाव लगा है तो अच्छा नहीं लगता। हाँ,
पैसे मिले आपको?
नहीं, पैसे के लिए नहीं, तो एक उनके जो साथ में था तो वो ऐसे हाथ हिला दिए। मैंने चलो ठीक है जो भी है बस। हाँ।
All right, so that was the auto driver that had taken Saif Ali Khan to the hospital with his son as well as with the house help. Now, in midst of all of this, what has stunned many is that little Taimur, who's 8-year-old, took his father to the hospital, accompanied him to the hospital along with the house help. The next report will tell you more.
A big turn of events in the Saif Ali Khan stabbing attack. It has now emerged that it was 8-year-old Taimur, not Ibrahim, who accompanied Saif to Leelavati Hospital during the wee hours of January 16. The revelation was made by Neeraj Uttamani, Chief Operating Officer of Leelavati Hospital.
पूरा उनका उसमें ब्लड था, but he walked in like a lion and only with his small child, that is 6-7 साल का उनका जो लड़का है, तैमूर है शायद उसका नाम, हाँ, उसके साथ वो वॉक इन किए हैं. With so much of this, he is a real hero that way.
India today has pieced together the sequence of events that unfolded after Saif was stabbed in the wee hours of January 16. It was around 2 a.m. that the intruder was seen by the caretaker of Taimur and Jay. In the scuffle that ensued, the intruder stabbed Saif 6 times with a knife. With no drivers present, the actor was rushed to the hospital in an auto rickshaw with son Taimur and member of the house staff. He reached the hospital with the knife still inside his body. A paparazzi video showed a visibly disturbed Kareena Kapoor Khan outside the building after the stabbing attack on Saif. This stunning turn of events has raised more questions about what transpired that fateful night at Saif and Kareena's Bandra residence. Why did young Taimur accompany his bleeding father to the hospital? Where were other members of the family? What about the nearly 10-member staff and security at Bandra building? With Vidya and Divyesh Singh in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, in midst of all these unanswered questions, there is one question that arises, which is, was there a bigger plot behind Saif Ali Khan's stabbing than just the burglary angle that is being investigated? On 14th January, 2 days before Saif was stabbed, a man was spotted trying to enter Shah Rukh Khan's residence, Mannat. Police suspect Saif's attacker could be the same man. Is there more to what meets the eye currently? Here's the story.
A stunning twist in the Saif Ali Khan stabbing case. The Mumbai Police suspect that just 2 days before Saif Ali Khan was stabbed, the attacker also wrecked Shah Rukh Khan's residence.
The person who's accused in attack at Saif Ali Khan also wrecked the house of Shah Rukh Khan. This is a probability, a likelihood which the police is pointing out. But what is confirmed is that on January 14, Retreat House, this property, which is a church property of Bombay Xavier and Corporation, was used to recce the house of Shah Rukh Khan. So this is the Retreat House. That person got a ladder and he used this ladder to do a recce around the Shah Rukh Khan's house, which is Mannat.
Police suspect that the attacker wrecked Shah Rukh's home on January the 14th and allegedly used an iron ladder to sneak inside Mannat. The ladder used by the attacker was 6 to 8 feet long. The police suspect involvement of an accomplice as the ladder was too heavy to be moved by a single person. No complaint has been lodged by Shah Rukh Khan himself regarding this yet, but the police are taking the matter seriously. With Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Like I said, there's more unanswered questions than there are any possible theories that are making the rounds, but trust us to get you up to speed with everything. Meanwhile, let's shift focus to the latest news coming in. Heat on BRS leader KT Ramarao, the former Telangana minister, was grilled by the ED on Thursday. KTR questioned by the ED in connection with the money laundering case related to the Formula E race event held in Hyderabad. The ED is now probing alleged irregularities in payments in the deal to the tune of 55 crore rupees. KTR was grilled for over 7 hours on Thursday, but the BRS leader has denied any financial irregularities and has challenged Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy to a live debate and a lie detector test. The BRS leader says he will continue his fight against the charges leveled against him and said Telangana government is wasting public fund on false allegations.
They have already asked me 80 questions in ACB, 40 plus questions in ED. If they want more, they have more questions, happy to answer. If they have more clarifications that I need to give, happy to answer. मैं फिर से कह रहा हूँ, इसमें 1 रुपये का 1 पैसे का करप्शन नहीं है. इसमें कोई मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग नहीं हुआ है. इसलिए मैं बार बार कह रहा हूँ, इसमें अगर मुझ में इतना हिम्मत है कि मैं रेवंत के साथ बैठ के लाई डिटेक्टर केस के लिए तैयार हूँ. इससे ज़्यादा क्या कहूँ मैं. इससे ज्यादा मैं कैसे प्रूव करूं कि मैं एकदम सही सच बोल रहा हूं और कुछ नहीं। रेवंत रेड्डी का टारगेट एक ही है, क्योंकि उनपे ऊपर एक एसीबी के केस लगा था तो मेरे पे भी लगाना था। वो अरेस्ट हो गए तो इवेंचुअली मेरे को अरेस्ट करने का है। उन पे ईडी केस हो गया तो मेरे पे भी ईडी केस करना था।
What exactly does your party has to say? One side ACB investigation is going on, then the ED, and you claim that there is no corruption, nothing at fault in this particular case.
Well, absolutely, we've been very clear about it. We've kept it in front of the media. We've even challenged the government, the Congress government, to come for a discussion on this Formula E sports race in the assembly. Chief Minister did not turn up for a discussion. In fact, not just these two, in front of the ACB also. 84 questions, the same repeating questions, KTR answered. He told how to bring a race here, to bring a sporting event here. We've put our efforts. So now, as expected, within so speedily, after the Congress government initiated a ACB case, and so speedily this ED came, it looks that it is a clear political vendetta and we are ready to face it.
Meanwhile, ex-Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has been convicted in a fourth case. A local Pakistan court convicted Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi in Al-Qadir Trust case. Now, the ex-Prime Minister was sentenced to a jail term of 14 years, with his wife Bushra Bibi sentenced to 7 years. Right after his conviction, Imran issued a message to his supporters from Adirala jail, called his conviction as black verdict. Also claimed that judges supporting dictatorships are rewarded by the government, and this has further destroyed the reputation of the judiciary. While accusing the Shahbaz Sharif government of political vendetta, and several leaders of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf protesting against this verdict.
आज का दिन जो है वो पाकिस्तान की अदालती तारीख का स्याह तरीन दिन है। अल-कादिर ट्रस्ट केस, जिसमें आज इमरान खान साहब को सज़ा सुनाई गई है, वो भी दीगर मुकदमात की तरह कतई बेबुनियाद, मन घड़त और झूठा केस है। और ये केस जो है वो इमरान खान साहब को झुकाने के लिए, या शायद ये समझते हैं कि पाकिस्तान तहरीक इंसाफ जो है वो घुटने टेक देगी, ऐसा नहीं होगा।
आप नहीं डरा सकते उस शख्स को, आप नहीं झुका सकते उस शख्स को। मत कर इस तरह के सियाह तरीन फैसले, मत दे इस तरह की सजाएं जिससे मुल्क आगे न बढ़े। आज हुक्मरानों ने एक और फैसला कर दिया इमरान खान को झुकाने की खातिर। मैं आपको ऑन रिकॉर्ड बता रही हूँ, और अपने आवाम को भी कह रही हूँ, अपने वर्कर्स को भी कह रही हूँ, आपने बिल्कुल घबराना नहीं है। हम खड़े हैं इमरान खान के साथ। ये मुकदमा हम और अदालतों में लेकर जाएंगे। ये सजा भी इंशाल्लाह खत्म होगी, क्योंकि ये झूठा केस है।
Meanwhile, US President-elect Donald Trump's big Hollywood outreach. Trump has picked Hollywood legends and Republican supporters like Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, John Voight as Hollywood ambassadors. The Hollywood stars and long-standing supporters were roped in as special envoys to Hollywood on Thursday in a bid to make the entertainment industry stronger than ever before. The stars have 10 Oscar nominations between them and 3 wins, but also have been involved in controversies in both personal and professional lives. Trump, in a post on social media, said these 3 actors will serve as special envoys to the government for the purpose of bringing Hollywood back bigger and better after having lost much business over the last 4 years. All right, meanwhile, the United States is all set to ban the popular social media platform TikTok. US Supreme Court justices have expressed skepticism about a challenge from TikTok and its Chinese parent company ByteDance against a law signed by President Joe Biden, which would force the sale or ban of the popular short video app by January 19th in the United States of America. The outgoing President Joe Biden is exploring options to keep TikTok available in the US. Meanwhile, President-elect Donald Trump, who ironically pushed for a TikTok ban during his previous term, is considering delaying the ban. However, China is miffed with the US TikTok ban move, calling it unfair. China said America is using security reasons to suppress foreign companies in the country. Now, TikTok's future in America hinges on the Supreme Court's decision.
We'll take a look at TikTok. You know, I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won youth by 34 points. And there are those that say that TikTok has something to do with that. Now, Joe Rogan did, and some of the other people that were recommended by my son Barron. He knew names. I said, "Who is that? Tell me, who's that?" "Dad, you got to be kidding. I can't believe you don't know." And I did those interviews, and it was actually sort of cute. Do you want to know the truth? But we did them, and that had an impact. But TikTok had an impact, and so we're taking a look at it. But we won youth. Republicans are always 30 points down in youth. I don't know why, but we ended up finishing. There was one poll that showed us down about 30. We were 35 or 36 points up with young people. So I have a little bit of a warm spot in my heart.
I would say we do have national security concerns, at least from the FBI's end, about TikTok. They include the possibility that the Chinese government could use it to control data collection on millions of users or control the recommendation algorithm, which could be used for influence operations if they so chose, or to control software on millions of devices, which gives the opportunity to potentially technically compromise personal devices. So there's a number of concerns there. As to what is actually happening and actually being done, that's probably something that would be better addressed in a closed, classified setting, and I could see what information we might be able to share that way, but there's probably not much more than I could add to that, other than to say it is certainly something that's on our radar, and we share your concerns.
美国众议院通过的这个法案，让美国站在了公平竞争原则和国际经贸规则的对立面。如果所谓国家安全的理由可以用来任意打压别国的优秀企业，那叫毫无公平正义可言。
We do not promote or remove content at the request of the Chinese government. We do not promote or remove content at the request of the Chinese government. We do not promote or remove content at the request of the Chinese government. We do not promote or remove content at the request of the Chinese government.
All right. Meanwhile, India Today news break has been confirmed. As reported by us, the BCCI has issued new stricter guidelines for our Indian cricket players. The new guidelines come after the disappointing performance of the Indian team in the recently concluded Border Gavaskar Trophy in Australia, and after coach Gautam Gambhir blamed dressing room indiscipline for the series loss. The board has put strict restrictions on the presence of family and personal staff on tours. According to the new guidelines, wives and children under 18 can join the players only if they are away for 45 days or more. The family can stay up to 2 weeks, and only one family visit per series will now be allowed. According to the BCCI's latest directive, domestic cricket participating is now mandatory for players. They will have to travel with the team for matches and training. Excess baggage costs will also be borne by players themselves. India Today has also accessed details of the review meet with coach Gautam Gambhir. Sources say Gautam Gambhir spoke about indiscipline in the Indian dressing room after losing the Border Gavaskar Trophy. All right, so with that news update, time for us to get into a quick break. We leave you with these visuals. SpaceX 7 Starship test ended in fireworks as the gigantic craft was destroyed in a massive explosion following its separation from the booster. Debris from the spacecraft streaked through the skies, creating a visual spectacle enthralling onlookers. We leave you with these visuals. Enjoy.
Razr 50 Ultra comes with Google Gemini.
I don't read the news. I read between the lines to tell you the true version of events. The true